Okay, we pull up in the hood where they say it ain't safe. It's all good, little nigga, we straight. We ain't doing nothing wrong, we just tryna be great. And show them love in our enemies' face. They say it's a marathon, funny cause my guy racist. They hate this, we on the block with the basics. And we ain't talking nothing, just a sword that's a Cambridge. And we don't care about what they say. Everybody put your hands up and you feel good today. Hit the brody up like what's good today. You hear me, Bella, y'all really feeling good today. Probably about to hit another hood today. Now I'm swerving on the fly mission, but we like to call it serving. Cold on the hater, Iceman, George Gervin. Scriptures cutting deep, it's guaranteed to leave you hurting. Now tell me what the word is. We probably about to pull up in the hood where they say it ain't safe. It ain't safe.
A lot of these niggas be in chairs, they can't stand us. Hearing us marches like an anthem. Yeah, we hear the sick, the lame, we tell them stand up. But some of these niggas is bitter, they bring cancer. Some of these preach for higher, we bring answers. Like karate, we keep growing higher and higher. Store my treasure to heaven, that's a wire transfer. We in dangerous places, but we still sad. Waiting at home is a high play. Oh, you think you hard with your AK? I got 144K. Fighting over blocks, we don't take you serious. We teach from the Bronx up to Nigeria. Filling up my cup till it runs over. Going hard till I go home.
Okay, we pull up in the hood where they say it ain't safe. It's all good, little nigga, we straight. We ain't doing nothing wrong, we just tryna be great. And show them love in our enemies' face. They say it's a marathon, funny cause my guy racist. They hate this, we on the block with the basics. And we ain't talking nothing, just a sword that's a Cambridge. And we don't care about what they say. Everybody put your hands up and you feel good today. Hit the brody up like what's good today. You hear me, Bella, y'all really feeling good today.
You're listening to In the Scripts, Reloaded.
My people go to war. We bringing out that vibe. People we adore. The preachers be some lies. We reading in the script. They reading in the script. You reading in the script.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. All praises to the Most High, all praises to the Most High. All right.
You are listening to In the Scripts.
All right,
Reloaded.
brothers and sisters, all praise to the Most High. My name is Officer Emmanuel, and you are tuning into In the Scripts. Reloaded. That's right. All right, today we have a smaller group. All right, we have a couple of brothers, new faces, return faces. But we're going to go ahead and introduce them, man. My name is Officer Emmanuel once again, and to my right is who?
All praise to the Most High God. It's Officer LSJ in the building, man. I'm glad to be back, Officer.
Yeah, he's back. He is back.
All praise to the Most High God. Good to see everybody. All praise.
Who's that person hiding in the screen? Come on, show your face, man. What's wrong with you?
Shalom, Most High in Christ. Bless Israel. Officer Mattathias.
All praises, brothers and sisters. Today we a little bit small. Some of our brothers are going through some issue, but Lord willing, the Lord recover them, bring them back to full health. But today we're gonna go in. There's a lot that's been going on. All right, hey, I know y'all miss Officer Yakub. He gonna be here. Y'all be patient. He gonna be here. The voice of the show. He gonna be here. All right. There's a lot that's been going on since last show. A whole lot of commotion and evil conniving stuff going on in the world. All right, today's show is called Tax Revolt and Civil Unrest. We have other secondary titles where we're going to deal with the Greater Israel. We're going to deal with the plan Andinia, or what they call Jewish people taking over Argentina. Then we have BRICS coalition, BRICS plus coalition, and NATO-US tantrum, I would say. But let's go ahead and play the motion AI.
MOU, as it's referred to, between Israel and the United States gives Israel around $3.8 billion a year, the top recipient of foreign aid, by the way, from the United States.
And now the domination like BRICS. I told anybody wants to be in BRICS, that's fine, but we're going to put tariffs on your nation. Everybody dropped out. They're all dropping out of BRICS. BRICS was an attack on the dollar. And I said, you want to play that game, I'm going to put tariffs on all of your product coming into the U.S.
The future of NATO hangs in the balance as the US president steps up his threats to take control of Greenland. Donald Trump claims other countries could try to seize the territory.
But right now, we are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or China will take over Greenland, and we're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor.
Israelis are under fire, or actually maybe starting fires in Argentina, and it's causing a lot of controversy.
Israel sends F-16s to Somaliland, a new power play in the Horn of Africa. Israel's recognition of Somaliland has already shaken the political foundations of the Horn of Africa, but the reported presence of Israeli F-16 fighter jets during the visit of its foreign minister to Hargeisa has taken the story to another level.
Woo! All praises. Fire, fire, fire. Drop the bomb for Soldier Alicia, man. Great job, brother. Great job. Great job. All right, so without further ado, I know some of us, we don't know what's going on in the world. That's why we have these radio shows, all right? The Lord is actually bringing things to the forefront, all right? The Lord is trying to open our eyes to see what's going on, because remember what the Lord told us. He said, what? Watch and pray. As a matter of fact, give me that scripture, Matthew 26. The Lord, you know what? Give me Luke 21, verse 36. That'll be better. All right, the Lord wants us to watch and pray. And that's why these shows are very important. All right. Viewers, thank you all who have been faithful following us. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and also share. All right, read that. Luke 21, verse 36.
The book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things.
So read that again from the top. What did he say?
Watch ye therefore, and pray always.
He said, watch ye therefore. What does it mean, watch ye therefore? Be vigilant. Know the things that are going on around you, whether it's little or small, especially in these days that we're living in. We are living in the last days, and the Lord is making the time short. He said, watch. All right? That's why he called us watchmen, especially your men, ranking men who are out there doing the Lord's work. That's why we are called the watchmen. Watch and pray. So when we see what we see, the Lord revealed these things to us, we got to bring it to the forefront. You don't have to wait for the radio show all the time, too. You can just crack up the internet and see what's going on. All right? Read.
That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things.
So we must pray always. Bishop always asks us, he always advised us to pray at least 3 times a day. All right? The reason is because of the time that we are living in. All right? Read.
That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things.
To escape all these calamities that are coming to Babylon the Great, that's coming upon the planet Earth. Go on.
That shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man.
And to do what?
And to stand before the Son of Man.
And to stand before the Son of Man. Go on.
And in the daytime.
That's it. So this is in preparation for the return of the Son of God. So there's been a lot going on. I know some of you are wondering, what do we mean by tax revolt? What's that about? What's going on? Hey, BT, your play number 1. First of all, let's go back into history, all right? Let's go back into history. All right. Hey, play. You know what? Go ahead and play number 3. Play number 3 first. Play number 3. So at least we give people synopsis of what's going on. Play it. Put it on the screen. All right.
It's only the second day of the new year, and the 2026 tax revolt is already underway. That's right. People don't want to pay taxes anymore because they don't trust the way the government is spending and tracking our money. The nail in the coffin was obviously the Somalian daycare fraud, but the Pentagon just failed their financial audit for their 8th year in a row. Can you imagine if you did that? No, because you'd be in prison, have all your assets seized, and not be able to take out a loan. According to several reports, the daycare fraud...
All right, pause it. So, he said the Pentagon failed their auditing 8 years in a row. And what she was saying was correct. If it was an average man, especially our people, black people, they would have hemmed you up and put you in the slums quick. All right? But the taxpayers' money, the $1 trillion that they take from those who pay tax, what are they doing with it? All right, and we're going to touch on that too, because DOGE, what's it called? Doge? What's the name of that dude? What's his name again?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk was doing auditing when he was, I don't think he is anymore, because they came against him. They burnt up his cars. They came against him on internet about trying to audit IRS. They came heavy on him. And he got to a stage, he said he's just going to have to leave the office. All right? But, if he's a normal person, we would have been in trouble. And that's exactly what she's saying. All right? What's happening to the taxpayers' money? They are squandering the money, and they're using the money for some other reasons. We'll see that. Keep playing.
In Minnesota alone is estimated around $9 billion. And President Trump said that the fraud in California is even worse. And I'm just curious, why didn't Doge catch this? Every year, American taxpayers give the U.S. government about $5 trillion in taxes. To celebrate this, today, our U.S. national debt reaches an all-time high of $38.5 trillion.
Hold on. He said $5 trillion. No. 5 trillion they get from us every year. Hold up. From all the tax, all together, is trillion. Debt is 38.5. Got it. So, 5 trillion. And people are heavily unemployed. Many people are becoming what they call it? Becoming homeless in the United States of Babylon. All right, and it took a lot, and this is the racism of this country. I'm gonna just say this because, okay, Doge mentioned about money being squandered, which we're gonna put up on the screen. I'm gonna send it to your BT. They mentioned about money being squandered. Nobody's really said anything. Edomites, white people didn't really say anything. All right, they mentioned about the stuff about Somalia. Oh no, even before that, they mentioned about the war. The helping Israeli, their foreign aid, all the stuff. Nobody said anything. Yeah, you may have one or two that say something, but it got to the level where they started talking about revolting when Somalia was involved. So it had to do with black nation. They may not be our people fully, entirely. We know we have our people in India and Somalia, but why does it have to take $9 billion for you to complain as opposed to 4.9 equal to approximately 5 trillion for them to actually start talking about revolting? Because that's what they're talking about now. Revolt 2026, tax revolt 2026. That's what's going on right now. They're talking about it heavily on Twitter. All right, play on.
Just as a fun little comparison, this is Dubai 2 days ago on New Year's Eve, one of the most advanced cities in the world. Look at this. It's beautiful. And how much do their citizens pay in taxes per year? That would be a whopping 0%. Do you think anything's going to come of this, or do you think people are just frustrated and airing their grievances online? Because it's going to be a situation where everybody stops paying taxes or only a few people do, and then they incur penalties and interest. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
All right. So let's go ahead. And put number 2 on the screen. Put number 2 on the screen. All right. So read that.
Tax revolts were common in the Roman Empire.
So now we're going to go into history because tax revolt is not a new thing. And majority of the times when it comes to when situations like this start popping up in an empire, this is one of the telltale signs or gold standard signs leading to a fall of an empire. This is one of the main signs of a falling empire. All right? The empire that's on its way to be what? Destroyed. Go ahead. Right.
Fueled by exploitative tax farming.
They tax farmers. Go on.
Heavy poll taxes, like the tributum captus, resented by Jews and others as slavery, and burdensome land taxes, leading to major uprisings such as the Zealots revolt in Judea, 66 AD, and sparking later conflict like the Italian revolt.
All right, so he spoke about heavy poll taxes like the tributum captus, resented by Jews, meaning our forefathers. That's why during the time of Christ, our people hated tax. Our people hated to pay tax. All right, if you go through the Bible, that's why you read about Zacchaeus. When Zacchaeus was his name also, Matthew, who was called Levi. All right, our people during that time hated to pay tax. That's why Zacchaeus, he said he's going to give people back their money, even I think he said triple of what they paid in tax. All right? There was so much extortion of the people going on, and things were very hard, just like it is today. That's right. Just like it is today. All right? He said, resented by Jews and others as slavery and burdensome land taxes. Yes, just like today, you pay tax on your land. What do you call it today again?
Property taxes.
Property taxes, yes. All right, go on. Leading to what?
Leading to major uprisings such as the Zealot revolt in Judea, 66 AD.
So it led to the Zealots rising up against Roman government. The Zealots were Jews. They were a rebellious rebellious group called Zealot. They are comprised of Jews, not Jewish people of today. It's talking about the original people. All right, that's what you see in that game. What's that game called again? Assassin's Creed? Assassin's Creed, yes. Assassin's Creed is a representation of that. All right, those assassins that you see, those were called zealots during those days. That's right. All right, go on.
And sparking later conflict like the Italian revolt, 720s, against Byzantine rule, demonstrating how financial pressure often triggered violent resistance against Roman and later Byzantine rule.
So he said 66 AD. What happened between 66 to 70 AD? Come on. What happened? The fall of Jerusalem.
Right.
The fall of Jerusalem. Want to say something else?
No, I was just going to say the fall of Jerusalem is what happened. And I do want to bring out something to your point about the publican, if I can.
Go ahead.
So I just looked this up on ChatGPT. It says, what is a publican in the Bible? It says, in the Bible, a publican was the tax collector, specifically someone who collected taxes for the Roman Empire in Judea and surrounding regions. It says publicans were contracted by Rome to collect taxes. Here's the interesting part. It says the publicans often paid Rome up front for the right to collect taxes, then kept whatever extra they charged. So to your point about the corruption that was going on amongst the taxes, the publicans were literally incentivized to be extortioners, to take extra from our people because they already paid Rome the right to collect money up front. Now we seeing these same things happen over and over again.
Right.
Extortion of the taxes, excess, taking more than what's owed, and then the money is being used in some inconspicuous way that nobody knows where it's going. Nobody knows what it's used for. I think to your point about Elon Musk, they said that he did an audit and they found that it was like $100 billion or something that was paid to some transgender rights organization in Zimbabwe or something crazy like that. Like, where is this money going?
It was somewhere in Europe. I can't remember if it was Romania. I think it was Romania he mentioned. I think it was Romania. But go ahead.
The hell is this?
No, that's what I'm just saying. It's just a lot of evil and extortion going on when it comes to the taxes, and then you wonder why people are revolting. You wonder why people don't want to pay taxes because you already taking more than what you're supposed to, number one. And then number two, the money is not being used for something that's justifiable for the advancement of the people. It's being used on random fluff and bullcrap.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So, hey, go to this to number one. Let's go to number one. Put number one on the screen. Let's go back a little bit more into history. Blow it up on the screen. All right. Hey, and Israel. Though these nations they're going to do what's it called, tax revolts, stay out of it. That's right. Bishop said it last Sabbath. Give me that scripture, 2 Timothy, the bishop read. 2 Timothy, about tangling yourself with the affairs of this world. It's not talking about you. Let them do their own thing because you're gonna have somebody, not in the body, I hope not. You're gonna have a dumb Negro come out and be like, yeah, I'm revolting too for my tax. No, stay away. Remember, one of the reasons why we went into captivity. And in captivity, the Lord mentioned that we must do what? We're going to give, what's it called, tributary, which is tax. Is one of our punishment in this captivity. So stay away from the affairs of this world. Read that.
The book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 4. No man that warreth entangled himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
See that? So do not entangle yourself with the affairs of this life. All right, stay away. It's none of our business. Let white people do white people stuff. All right, that's white. That's it. That's a white on white crime.
Right. Hey, officer, let me bring out something to add to your point. Get Hebrews 11 and start 14. Here's the reason why it says, "Let no man be entangled with the affairs of this life." Because think about it, right? If you're looking at tax revolts against this country, what are you really saying? You're saying that you're trying to fight for the betterment of this country. You're trying to fight for America being improved in some way, shape, or form. Right. So that's why you're entangled in the affairs of this life. But watch what the scriptures say about that. Watch this.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and verse 14. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country.
Come on.
And truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had opportunity to have returned.
So if we would have been mindful from the country on which we came out, which is the true land of Israel, the true country where we descend from, we would have an opportunity to return to our land, not be fighting to make the oppressor's land better. Read on.
But now they desire a better country.
We desire a better country. Is that better country this country of America that we live in, that we are captive in, that we are denizens in? Read.
That is, and heavenly.
The heavenly country is what we are desiring. That's why we're not supposed to entangle ourselves in the affairs of this life. That's what revolting is about. Revolting is about improving your current system. We don't give a damn about this current system.
Right.
We want this current system to fall so we can what? Live in the new system under New Jerusalem, where the Israelites is in rule, and where the law goes forth and righteousness and judgment is executed on the earth. That's what we're looking for.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. That's why we cannot allow ourselves to be carried away by this stuff going on. Hey, put up the picture. Put out the picture that came with all the screenshot. No, not that one. The one where it showed what's happening to your money. All right. It's part of number 2. It's part of number 2. It's part of number 2. All right. Then we're gonna go into history. No. Next one. I said picture. Next one. There you go. Put it on the screen. Put that on the screen. This is what happened to your tax money. Your tax money is in the air.
The hell is this?
Your tax money is flying and blowing up the air, the parrots and pigeons in the air. Damn! No, that's not what it's doing. It is actually killing and taking away people's life. Right. Tax dollars, all right? Somehow also my tax dollars. All right, say somehow none of, so you look below, this is part of America. Broken down and dilapidated. People suffering. He says somehow none of my tax dollars. So what happened to your tax dollar? Gone, being used to murder and commit genocide. That's exactly what we see happening. So pull up that history you have. All right, go back to that number 1. Put that number 1 up. Let's go back into history. Number one, you had it on the screen. There you go. Put it up on the screen. All right. Read that, officer.
Notwithstanding the seeming probability of both these conclusions, the latter of them at least is positively disowned by the language and conduct of Augustus. It is not easy to determine whether on this occasion he acted as the common father of the Roman world or as the oppressor of liberty, whether he wished to relieve the province or to impoverish the Senate and the equestrian order.
So he said whether he wished to relieve the provinces, meaning the places where Rome has power over, where they are ruling, or is it to relieve the provinces or to impoverish the Senate and the equestrian order? So is it to actually really help people or to affect the government, basically? Go on.
But not sooner had he assumed the reins of government than he frequently intimidated the insufficiency of the tributes.
He said he frequently intimated the insufficiency of the tributes, meaning that the tax is not enough. Go on.
And the necessity of throwing an equitable proportion of the public burden upon Rome and Italy. In the persecution of this unpopular design, he advanced, however, by cautious and well-weighed steps. The introduction of customs was followed by the establishment of an excise, and the scheme of taxation was completed by an artful assessment on the real and personal property of Roman citizens who had been exempted from any kind of contribution above a century and a half.
Hey, that's why Christ said what he said. Then are the children free. Right. So they were not supposed to pay tax. But somebody got greedy. Somebody wanted more money. You know, as it is always in their spirit. So they're putting tax on their own people also. Because I remember I can't remember where I read that, but originally when they started off tax again in America, because it went off and then it came back in the early 1900s, it was only on the Native Americans they put tax on.
Hold up.
Originally. Yes. But read the lower part. Comments of there is still.
Yes, sir. There is still extant a long but imperfect catalog of Eastern commodities, which about the time of Alexander Severus were subject to the payment of duties: cinnamon, myrrh, pepper, ginger, and the whole tribe of aromatics, a great variety of precious stones, among which the diamond was the most remarkable for its price, and emerald for its beauty, Parthian and Babylonian leather, cotton, silk, both raw and manufactured, ebony, ivory, and eunuchs. We may observe that the use and value of those effeminate slaves gradually rose with the decline of the empire.
See that decline of empire? It's effeminate slaves.
So basically, as effeminate men continue to become more valuable, the empire becomes less valuable.
Is that what you're saying today? There's so many effeminate men in America today, in the modern world. And again, these are one of the telltale signs of an empire that is declining. That is declining, how do you call it? Velocity, I would say.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's just this empire is imploding on itself. Next one, next page. Get the next page.
So this
Blow
is
it
like
up.
sales tax, what it was referring to. As you buy these goods, you get extra taxes on them. And things like that.
Because it's just like today, everything you have, you got to pay tax on. Right. Everything.
Right.
Read that.
The Romans saw themselves as the legitimate rulers of the civilized world. This vast empire had been gained, Cicero wrote, only through just wars. Our people, by defensive war in support of its allies, has taken possession of the whole world.
So how are they supporting the allies? They're using tax money.
Right.
They're using people's tax money. There's nothing new under the sun. Hey, read that scripture, Ecclesiastes 1. And I'm going to post this because of what we just read about all those sales. Hey, BT, I'm sending you all something that you got to play. The last video on the screen.
Hey, while you looking for that scripture, I want to say this real quick. You know, Bishop always brings out in class about how America is an extension of Rome.
Right.
Put that back on the screen again. It's something I want to show. that first line, it says the Romans saw themselves as the legitimate rulers of the civilized world. This is what makes Trump think he's justified to take over a whole damn country and then to say in the press conference, yeah, we're going to run Venezuela for a certain period of time.
Right.
Yeah, and then I saw a picture today. I think you might have posted it. He put a snapshot of himself up on his social media that says acting president of Venezuela. This is crazy, bro.
Hey, get that picture. Get that picture. Let me get it. But yes, he sees himself as a legitimate power over the whole earth because Babylon the Great, hence the name Babylon the Great.
Right.
All right. That's why they have the Monroe Doctrine, which he has changed to Donroe Doctrine, which is Donald Trump.
Right.
Donald Trump Doctrine.
DJ Trump, baby.
Yeah. So, he's actually called himself the legitimate president of the modern world or a United States of America. That's why he can go into another country and kidnap their president and traffic him across the state line, across country line, and nobody can do anything. You cannot do nothing. All right? All you just got to do is just talk. All right? So read the scripture.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing.
There is no what?
New thing.
So the scripture said there is no new thing, just like we read about the Romans, same to with America. Go on.
Under the sun.
Under the what?
Under the sun.
Under the sun, all right? All right, put that picture up. I just sent the yellow page. Put it on the screen. That's what the officer was talking about right here. Donald Trump, the acting president of Venezuela.
The hell is this?
What the hell is going on here? And they have an acting president right now. The vice president became the president.
Right.
He don't care.
Come on.
That's the way of a bully. All right. Hey, play the video that's on top of it, on top of what I sent you. Yeah, play that video a little bit. I'm not gonna play it all. Because he goes to what we just read in the article. Started from the beginning. Start again from the beginning. He goes into what we just read in that book about things that you owe. Come on, play it.
How did we go from fighting a revolution over a 2% tax on a breakfast beverage to what we pay today? And we're taxed on money when we receive it, when we spend it, when we keep it, when we invest it, and even when we die with it. It gets worse. We commute to work to make that money in a car that is taxed again to register on roads we're already taxed to build, fueled by gas that is taxed even further, and many times through tolls that tax you again. And that's to maintain bridges and highways and tunnels that already have billions of dollars, taxpayer dollars, allocated to them, and they're still falling apart. And then when you get to your office that is taxed to exist, in a corporation that is also taxed to do business, that almost certainly requires permits and other things, which are another tax, you are paid a paycheck that the corporation must match another payroll tax on top of what they have to pay you. Then you go to a home of which you are taxed to own every single year that we bought with money that the government already taxed us on. Oh, by the way, the more money you make and the more you pay in taxes warrants the government taking more and even higher percentages of your money. Now, if you're angry, hold that thought. Our federal tax code is 2,600 pages, 400 pages longer than the unabridged version of the Webster Dictionary.
Pause it. Give me Luke 3 verse 8.
Hold on, officer. Did you hear the last statement he said? He said the tax code is 400 pages longer than the dictionary.
Right.
That's what most people think is the largest book in the world.
Right.
No, the tax code is longer than the dictionary. That's crazy.
And he said, even if you follow everything, when you watch the rest of the video, he said, even if you follow everything in the book, you're going to get into trouble. You're going to get into trouble. That's why, if you remember campaign that Donald Trump did, I think it was against Hillary Clinton. They were going against each other. They mentioned the tax code. And he said, I can't remember how he said it, but he's saying, you have a tax code that you follow, and I follow the same tax code. That's why, because they don't pay tax. Right. Literally. But he said, it's kind of like Donald Trump is almost about to reveal it. So he's kind of telling Hillary, better keep your mouth shut, because you don't pay tax too. You do not pay tax. Yeah. Just keep your mouth shut. Keep it to yourself. Right. All right. All right. Go to number 4. Pool number 4. Pool number 4 real quick. All right, so read that. Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. This is another thing this is for us, especially us in this truth. Do not follow these people. Don't start thinking now that you're a white man and start following them to do tax revolts. Stay away from it. Read.
The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment.
And to be what?
To be subject to payment.
To be subject to payment. The Lord put us into this situation for our punishment. So you cannot just walk away from your punishment without Christ returning. The scripture let us know when he returns, that's where the curses will be lifted. That's it on that?
According to all the iniquities of our fathers.
See that? According to all the iniquities of our fathers. Go on.
Which departed from the Lord our God.
All right. That's it. Drop it. Put that on the screen.
Majority Taylor Greene calls for 2026 tax revolt.
What you call it? Is it a majority?
No, majority.
It's a majority. Marjorie. Marjorie, bro.
Marjorie Taylor Greene calls for 2026 tax revolt over Trump's foreign policy agenda.
Gotta show respect to Becky, man. Come on.
Marjorie.
That's December 31st, 2025. All right, read that.
Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene, RGA, through her support behind a 2026 tax revolt over President Donald Trump's administration decision to prioritize foreign affairs over domestic issues.
That foreign affairs is going into money that he puts in Middle East, funding wars, funding Israelis. Go on.
Her latest jab at the president as her days in the House comes to an end. Greene said in a post to X that almost every Trump voter on X is fed up and is planning a 2026 tax revolt.
Go on.
And rightfully so. It's because Americans work their asses off, barely make ends meet, and the government consistently gives their hard-earned tax dollars to foreign countries, foreign wars, and foreigners. The U.S. government has allowed into America, Greene wrote.
So, this is where your tax money go. All right?
on, man.
This is exactly where your tax money going. And they're planning on revolting on that for 2026. We're gonna sit in the crowd. We're gonna sit as spectators and watch how this stuff unravel itself. All right? Because put the next picture, number 5. This is what happens. This is America and Israeli in, you know how they say picture in how to say it again? 1,000 words? Put it on the screen. All right, that's American taxpayer, and that's Amalek on the back of it. Bicycle. But there's even more to that. There's even more to that. There's even more to that. Let's go into number 6. Let's play the video. Y'all pay attention. This video, pay very, very good attention. Play it.
Did you know Israel has never fully defined its borders? Most countries have maps showing exactly where their sovereignty begins and where it ends, but Israel doesn't. Israel's borders with Egypt and Jordan were first set as armistice lines after the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, then formalized through peace treaties in 1979 and 1994. But its borders with Lebanon, Syria, Gaza, and the West Bank remain undefined and unrecognized. Even within Israel itself, no official map shows agreed-upon national boundaries. That ambiguity isn't a mistake, because as long as Israel's borders are not set in stone, they can keep expanding. This is the story of a borderless project, the Zionist vision of Greater Israel and what it means not just for Palestinians, but for the entire region. For more than a century, Zionist leaders have pushed for the establishment of Greater Israel, a state of Israel that would stretch far beyond the territory it controls today. In the late 1800s, well before Israel was established, early Zionist leaders convened to debate their visions for a Jewish state.
Pause. First, he said they convened to debate their visions. To debate their visions. Pay attention to the words that they're using. So he said first there's Theodor Herzl. Remember this name. Remember this dude right here, Theodor Herzl, is very, very important for something else we're going to show you. Keep playing.
There's Theodor Herzl, a Zionist founder from Vienna who's often called the father of modern Zionism. He envisioned the borders of this future Jewish state running all the way from the Euphrates in Iraq to the Nile in Egypt.
Okay, stop. He said he envisioned. What the hell does it mean by he envisioned? He envisioned the borders of Israel. No, he did not envision nothing. The Lord put it already in the Bible. The Lord gave it to Abraham already in the Bible. All right, give me that Genesis 15. All right, give me that. This is how these people always do. They will always want to put themselves as gods or put their, glory onto their own name. Give me that Genesis. It just popped up in my head. It just popped up in my head. Give me that Genesis 15, I think it is. Where is it again? Find me that. Find me that, please. I know Genesis chapter 15. I haven't read it in a while. About the borders. Start from verse 18. It might be from verse 18.
The book of Genesis, chapter 15 and verse 18.
Read.
In the same day the Lord made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land.
Yes, that's it. Given this land. Go on.
From the river of Egypt.
That's the Nile. The river Nile. Go on.
Unto the great river.
Unto great river, which is what?
The river Euphrates.
Uh-huh.
The Kenites and the Canaanites.
Hey, put that, go back on, put the video back on the screen. Put the video back on the screen. Go back a little bit, go back a little bit, go back a little bit. Find out where that map was. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There you go. No, There you go. So you see that Egypt on the left, it say Cairo at the top. That's River Nile. And the other side is Euphrates. When you look on the right side at the top, it say Euphrates River. And they said Theodor Herzl envisioned, the father of modern day Judaism, envisioned. No, he did not envision nothing. It's already given to our forefather Abraham in the Bible. All right? Also, Moses spoke about it in Deuteronomy chapter 11, as a matter of fact. He spoke about it too. No, finished, you know what? Go to Deuteronomy 11 because we already finished this one. Go to that. Deuteronomy chapter 11. So don't let anybody making up lies, because that's how they give glory unto themselves. They put themselves as God on this earth when they are nothing. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11 and verse 21. That your days may be multiplied, and the days of your children, in the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers, to give them as the days of heaven upon the earth.
Because it was given to Abraham, and Isaac was passed from Abraham to Isaac, Isaac to Jacob, to the 12 tribes. Go on.
For if ye shall diligently keep all these commandments, which I command you, to do them, to love the Lord your God, to walk in all his ways, and to cleave unto him, then will the Lord drive out all these nations from before you.
Hold on. Right. Do they keep commandment today, the people who claim to be Jews? Isn't the modern day Jewish nation, or the land, isn't that the capital of LGBTQ today?
That's a good question.
Aren't they committing genocide today in that land without the Lord's permission? So how in the world were they keeping the commandments? How are they the real Jews in the Bible? Read.
And ye shall possess greater nations and mightier than yourself. Every place whereon the sole of your feet shall tread shall be yours.
Go on.
From the wilderness and Lebanon.
From the wilderness. Wilderness is Arabian wilderness. Right. And Lebanon, you see Lebanon is by that area. Go on.
From the river Euphrates, even unto the uttermost sea shall your coast be.
See the uttermost sea going all the way to East Mediterranean, but Mediterranean is uttermost sea, but then cut into the river Nile. Go on.
There shall no man be able to stand before you, for the Lord your God shall lay the fear of you and the dread of you upon all the land.
That's what they're trying to push. That's what they're trying to establish today by fighting against all these other nations around. All right? The Lord is not dealing with y'all. You are not the people. You are not the real Jews. All right? Just drop that. Go back to the video. Keep playing the video. I'm not going to waste my time on these people and their lies. Play.
Iraq to the Nile in Egypt. Then there's Russian-born Zev Jabotinsky, the ideological forebear of Netanyahu's Likud party. He imagined Israeli sovereignty on both sides of the Jordan River. In 1947, Zionist leaders accepted the UN partition plan that proposed dividing Palestine into two separate states, one Palestinian and the other Jewish. But it was a tactical move. David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister, made clear that this was just a first step toward eventually gaining control of all of what he envisioned as Greater Israel.
So pause it. He said this is the first move, and then by force they're going to take over what they envisioned as Greater Israel. So that's why you see them going against Iranians. That's why you see them Gaza first. They're going against Palestinians. Now they're bombing Syria. They're bombing Lebanon. And now they are trying to push America to help them when it comes to Iran. Why do they need American help? If you're listening to this, a couple of weeks ago, we did a show where we showed you, where we mentioned or spoke about the 5 days war. I think it's 5 or 6 days war that happened between Israelis and Iranians. Iranians blew up the Iron Dome. Right. That was back in summertime. Blew up the Iron Dome and almost effed them up. Come on. So now they need America's help. They need America to help them with their weapons to take over Iran. That's why what you see is happening today. That's why it's happening. Because what? They envision themselves to have the Greater Israel. Hey, find a map. I think we may actually put it, but find that map where it showed the Greater Israel with all the countries within it. Because you have Syria, Lebanon, you have Iran, you have Iraq. That's why Iraq was attacked. That's why Syria is being bombed. Lebanon is still being bombed today. And now they want to get rid of Iran. And guess which other country that's in the midst of that? What's it called? Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is right there. But they're looking for trouble. And guess what's funding these wars? Taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money. That's what's funding this war. Read that. Oh, that's it. Hey, did you find the map? Okay, go ahead. Keep playing the video. He said, remember the war, they keep using the word vision, envision. Greater Israel. Keep playing.
His strategy was to secure international recognition for part of the land first, then build military power to take the rest by force.
Pause it.
And that's
See
exactly what happened.
So when they were moved there in 1948, it's just for them to gain the land a little bit and popularity there. Then they will by force take all other territory that is within that boundary that we just read in Genesis chapter 15.
The hell is this?
All right, and Deuteronomy 11. Keep playing.
In 1948, Israel expanded far beyond the UN partition lines during the Nakba, when Zionist militias violently expelled over 750,000 Palestinians from their homes and destroyed or depopulated over 400 Palestinian towns and villages. In 1967, Israel seized the West Bank, Gaza, the Golan Heights, and the Sinai. It only eventually returned the Sinai to Egypt after Egyptian forces retook the territory during the War of 1973. Ever since then, Israel has continued.
So you see, what do we just see? They went into go back a little bit. They'll go back a little bit. They went past the river now. So they tried to take even some parts of Egypt. But when you read Genesis, was it part of the boundaries we read? No. Go back, go back a little bit. That's it right here. Play it. Let me see.
The West Bank, Gaza.
See that? So they tried to go in to take up some parts of the upper and lower Egypt. They're not supposed to touch it. They're not supposed to touch it. That's how evil they are. That's what, give me that Micah chapter 2. Give me that in Micah chapter 2. They're still doing the same thing again today. Read that. They're always looking for trouble. Yes, you're right. Fusion X2, they're looking for trouble. Yep, that's what they always do. What they have is never enough for them. It is never, ever enough for them.
The book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields.
They covet fields, lands, not just one. They coveted, okay, look at that boundary. Put that boundary on the screen. Put that boundary on the screen. All right, so you see it? This is what was promised to Abraham when you go by boundary. Now you're going to see Saudi Arabia below. The upper parts is still part of Saudi Arabia. All right, but they better be careful. Better be careful because I'm gonna mention it later on. But keep reading.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
They do what?
And take them by violence.
First of all, number one, it's not for them to take. They are not the children of Jacob. They are not the children of Israel. And for this land to be taken, Christ will be the one to do it. Christ will be the one to do it. That's why he said about salvation being in Zion. When in the valley of Jehoshaphat and Magidon, in 2 Ezra chapter 13, he went into detail. That's how it's supposed to happen. That's how God will it. Not use nuke ICBM, use America to steal a land. That's not how it was written in your Torah or in the Bible. You're just making up your own vision. That's not the vision from the Lord.
What are we reading?
Read.
The Bible, nigga.
And houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house.
That's what they're doing today to Palestinians, even though it's not their land. Also, all of them in this is not their land, but it's not for them to do, because in the Bible and in the Torah, it's all the will of God, and there's a time for it. All right? That's it on that. So that's what you see, the boundary. You see Jordan in there, you see Syria. Now you see Lebanon, Point Lebanon. No. Go there. You go Lebanon. You see Syria on your right, a little bit up, a little bit up, a little bit up. Syria right there, and then you're gonna see Iraq and Iran. That's that area. So and you have Iran over there, but they just want to have to take everybody out and take the land. Bruh. And Iran is the one people that's going to stop. They know they're going to be a very big challenge. So that's what the tax money is doing, ladies and gentlemen. All right, keep playing the video. Go back to the video. Go back to the video. Come on, go back to the video. Continue. Oh, my God. What you're doing, BT? All right. While you're still figuring it out, give me Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 14. Let's read that, because we keep hearing this word, vision, vision, vision. Read that. Give me that. Daniel. That's it, Deuteronomy? No, give me Daniel chapter 11, verse 14. I'm sorry. Daniel chapter 11, verse 14. This is exactly the prophecy that they are fulfilling today.
The book of Daniel, chapter 11 and verse 14. And in those times there shall many stand up against the king of the south. Also the robbers of thy people.
The robbers of thy people. The people who sold us in slavery. Yes, slavery was orchestrated by Jewish people. That's right. They are the robbers of our people. Not, yes, the rest of the Edomites, which is also the Caucasians, do it, but they are the main Caucasians who put us in slavery. They're robbers of our identity, called themselves Jews today. They're robbers of our land during those days. And they're robbers of what? Our connection to the Bible. And they change all the images to white people. That's right. That's why the scripture called it the robbers of that people. Read that again.
And in those times, there shall many stand up against the king of the south. Also the robbers of thy people.
Also who?
The robbers of thy people.
The robbers of thy people, go on.
Shall exalt themselves to establish the vision.
See that? They exalt themselves as what? As gods. They exalt themselves as God to establish a vision that has nothing to do with them. Christ is the one who's supposed to do this. That's right. All right? Christ is the one who's supposed to do it. Why do they feel like they can do it? Because they think that they are God. They exalt themselves to do what?
To establish the vision.
To establish the vision. Go on.
But they shall fall.
What does scripture say?
But they shall fall.
You Jewish people, you're going to fall. The scriptures say the same Torah. Yeah, Torah. That's what you'll call it. Torah, whichever one. You're going to fall. That's right. The God that you claim is on your side, no, he's not your side. He's not your God. He said you're going to fall. And you know you're going to fall. That's why you need America's help. That's why you're asking for America's help. Fatality. All right? Finish the video.
Egypt, after Egyptian forces retook the territory during the War of 1973. Ever since then, Israel has continued expanding its territory throughout the West Bank by establishing facts on the ground, settlements, outposts, and military zones that have proven impossible to reverse despite being illegal under international law. The population of Israeli settlers in the West Bank and East Jerusalem has skyrocketed.
He said despite being illegal according to international law. So they don't care about what the international. That's why Netanyahu, he's been asked to appear before the International Court of Law. He doesn't want to show up. And they can't even take him because they're going to be sanctioned by America. America just literally, through Marco Rubio, that's his name, Marco Rubio, the coon. Through him, they already put out a sanction on ICC if they touch any Israeli, especially Netanyahu. They're going to sanction them. That's why he's able to fly through above three of those countries that's part of the ICC to fly into America in around December time. And they couldn't even take his plane down. They could not do anything, flag his plane down. All right? Keep playing.
Just a couple thousand in 1967 to over 800,000 today, with the past year seeing the largest expansion of Israeli settlements to date. For a long time, despite Israel's gradual expansion, most Israeli leaders distanced themselves from Greater Israel proclamations, at least publicly, as to not provoke neighboring Arab countries they sought to normalize relations with. But more radical settler groups like Gush Emunim, a messianic settler movement founded in the 1970s, never abandoned the Greater Israel vision and continued to tie the expansion.
All right, that's it. Just go to the next video. Go to number 7. Go to number 7. We're going to play till from beginning to 1:35. We're going to go to break. Play that. Play.
So I think that we are facing now the beginning of the big war in the Middle East.
So pause it. That big war, he may not know it, but that big war is a battle of, what's it called? The Valley of Jehoshaphat. That's Armageddon. That's what they call Armageddon, all right? All this stuff is actually leading to that. Everything that you see going on right now. That's what he's saying. Go on.
I think that Israel, when it started its operation in Gaza, has opened the door of the hell. Because after making...
They've opened door to their own destruction. They've opened the door to hell. You want to say something, officer?
Indeed. I was looking at this scripture for a while, and then he just said that, and now I got to bring it out. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Praise to the Most High. Praise to the Most High.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Come on.
Yea, also, because he transgressed by wine.
So it said his soul is not not upright in him. This is talking about Esau, and we know that the little hats are the chief synagogue, the supreme top level of Esau. Right. So it says he transgresseth by wine, going into lies. Read.
He is a proud man.
Watch this.
Neither keepeth at home.
He neither keepeth at home, going into your point about the greater Israel. He got to expand into other countries and trying to take over their land. Come on.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell.
It said he enlargeth his desire, or enlargeth his borders, or enlargeth his control over the world as hell. And from their own mouth, the scripture says that your own mouth will condemn you. Yeah. He just said that they open up the floodgates for hell. Yep. They already know what's finna happen. Yep. It's finna go down.
Their mouth is falling on them like Psalm 64. All right, keep playing. Keep playing.
What Israel has done to the civil population, there is no chance to get from this situation unharmed. So I think that there will be a big war. Interesting that Israel has no reason to have this war because they could not gain anything. They have everything they could hope, and all the rest is behind the rational analysis. And I think the messianic ideas of Netanyahu and the people around him, Ben-Gvir, Smotrich, Dov Lior, and other, they are playing very important part. They seriously consider that the greater Israel and destruction of Al-Aqsa Mosque and the beginning of the reconstruction, building of the third temple will help to Moshiach Messiah come earlier than presumed. So they tried.
So it's not going to happen. Not because you're building a temple or some reconstruction. That's why the Messiah is going to come. They're Mashiach. They're Mashiach. Your Mashiach is already here. You don't know. Yeah. He is Shetanyahu. That's your Messiah, all right? You don't have any Messiah, all right? The Messiah in the book is the black Messiah. That's Christ. Whether you like him or not, all right? All right, brothers and sisters, we're going to go into break, commercial break. Thank you, Sister Keisha Stevenson. All praise to the Father for your super chat donation. All praise to the Father. Messiah Christ bless you. Brothers and sisters, this is our commercial break time. We're going to be back very soon. And you have tuned in to In the Script. Reloaded. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Shalom, family. We are excited to announce the brand new IUIC Shifra and Pua Maternal Support Specialist Doula Program. Doulas are changing the future of maternal health, and we need more sisters trained, prepared, and ready to make an impact.
Families need trusted support during pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. Yet access to skilled and competent doulas in the body remains limited. Doulas play a critical role in improving birth experiences, strengthening family confidence, and advocating for care.
This comprehensive training equips sisters with the education and hands-on skills needed to support families. If you feel called to the rewarding field of birth work, this is your step. The need is urgent, the work is meaningful, and the impact lasts a lifetime.
Email doulas@israelunite.org for more information regarding registration.
On the road, everybody knows we going alright. Yeah, we on the road, everybody knows. Now tell me you know it. We be on the road, can't stop it. Hey, yeah, bounce with me now. Hey, this little light of mine. Hey, we gon' turn up, we gon' let it shine. Hey, this little light of mine.
In the Scripts, Reloaded.
My people go to war. We bringing out that vibe. People we adore. The preachers be some lies. We reading in the script. They reading in the script. You reading in the script.
All right. Yeah. All right. We are back. All right. Without further ado, you already know. This is Officer Emmanuel IUIC Dallas, and we are back with In the Script Reloaded. All right. All right. Let's get back to it. But before we do so, without further ado, shout out to Sister Monique Robinson. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High for your cheerful donation. And shout out to Samuel James. Most High in Christ bless your brothers and sisters who are contributing, whether it be by sharing, commenting, or even through funds. All praise to the Father. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. All right. So let's get back to it. So we are talking about them using their tax money to establish the vision. They try to establish the greater Israel vision, the greater Israel vision. All right, so let's go to number 8. There is more. There is more to that. Number 8. Put it on the screen. Number 8.
La Patagonia sigue siendo arrasada por el fuego. Mientras tanto, el presidente...
All right. Go ahead.
Pelotudea en Instagram y publica 4000 stories como si fuera tu tía que vende electrodomésticos y culpa a los mapuches. Esta persona que fue captada incendiando un parque nacional claramente no es un mapuche, es un turista israelí. Están prendiendo fuego en la concha de su madre. No lo cuidamos nosotros. ¿Quién va a cuidar esto, hermano? Hace un año Israel se incendió, el presidente Milei salió a enviar ayuda como si fuera su propio país. Ahora se incendia la Argentina y a él no le interesa. Gasta miles de millones en F-16 pedorros que no sirven para subirse y creerse Arnold Schwarzenegger. Y a su vez en el presupuesto reduce un 78% de los fondos para combatir el fuego. Mientras la Patagonia se incendia, el gobierno prepara para el 10 de febrero un paquete de reformas para eliminar la ley de bosques, la ley de tierras, la ley de glaciares y la ley de manejo de fuego. Y así facilitar la compra de tierras para extranjeros y que se puedan quemar zonas forestales para proyectos inmobiliarios obteniendo un lucro inmediato a costa del patrimonio de millones de argentinos. Sí, todo tiene que ver con todo. Están quemando la Patagonia para regalársela completa a Israel. Bueno, quizás si la Patagonia es de Israel, Milei manda...
Pause it. So he said in Spanish, he's speaking too fast. He said they are trying to take all the land. That's Amalek. That's what they normally do. Jewish people burning up. I know you're wondering what's going on, but you're going to see. You're going to see. That's what we just been dealing with, coveting lands. Just like with the greater Israel, they're trying to do the same thing right now with the southern part of Chile and Argentina. And they will say, hey, y'all pull up Plan Andinia, the Wikipedia. You type it out, Plan Andinia, A-N-D-I-N-I-A. All right, put out the Wikipedia. Let the video keep playing. Leave the video. Hey, we got somebody here. What happened? How did you get here? I never saw him. All of a sudden, he just show up. All praises, all praises. Hey. Mic check? Okay.
All praise. Hey, shalom, Mr. Most High in Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. Most High in Christ bless. It's just like poof in the room.
Yeah, out of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
Brothers using their supernatural power already, man. We ain't even got a celestial body yet.
We got a magic bus. We got a magic bus in the boots. Yeah,
hey, that's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what they said. All right, put it on the screen. Put that plan. Yeah, keep finishing and put the Wikipedia up.
Esto no es ni más ni menos que un acto de traición a la patria. Sí, Milei es un traidor a la patria.
All right, so Milei, that's the president. That's the president. All right, that's the president. Milei is the president. Put it on the screen. Andinia plan.
Andinia plan. Anti-Semitism.
See what they call it? They call it anti-Semitism. That's a lie. Read it.
The Andinia plan.
No, read it right.
The Andinian plan, Spanish, Plan Andinia, is an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory.
They say it's a conspiracy theory. That's a lie. That's anti-Semitic. Go on.
Theory that alleged plans to establish a Jewish state in parts of Argentina and Chile. It is based on historical organized Jewish migration to Argentina and proposal for a Jewish state there is in the late 19th and the early 20th century. This alleged plan has been used in Argentina. Argentina as a rhetorical device by far-right circle to attack Jews and Jewish institutions.
Hey, you know, soldier, if you calm down a little bit, you'll read okay. I hear it in your breathing. Don't choke yourself. Just, yeah, you good. You good. Go ahead.
This alleged plan has been used in Argentina as a rhetorical device by far-right circle to attack Jews and Jewish institutions. In 1971, a leaflet appeared among officers in the Argentina army under the name Plan Andinia, which accused Zionists of planning to overtake southern Argentina. Jewish migration to Argentina, an early Zionist plan. Main articles: History of the Jews in Argentina and agriculture colonies in Argentina, Jewish migration.
All right, that's it. That's it. So, Avi, you'll go to number 10, show the book. Go to number 10, and then y'all got to pull up what I just posted, the lowest part. All right, show the book in number 10. Because they said it's a Jewish, they say it's anti-Semitism, is a, what they call it? They say it's a conspiracy, right?
Right.
Conspiracy theory. Let's see. Let's see if it's a conspiracy theory. That's a book. What's it called?
A Jewish State. An attempt at a modern solution of the Jewish question.
So it's an attempt at a modern solution of the Jewish question. By who? By Theodor Herzl. Remember, I told you to remember that name. Y'all saw it in the video. You saw him. He was called the father of modern Judaism or Jewish, whatever they call it. All right? So now go to the other screenshot. There's a screenshot with it. There's a screenshot with it in number 10. Because this is a reprint. That's the cover you're going to see today. No. There is a screenshot with it at number 10. That's it right there. Put it on the screen. So this is the original book in 1800s. I think it was 1864 or something. All right. It said A Jewish State, an attempt at a modern solution of the Jewish question by Theodor Herzl. All right. So let's go to the last stuff I sent. The last thing that I sent. Put it on the screen. Yeah, put it on the screen. Let's see. That's the book right here. That's the book right here. Why does it look like that? All right, blow it up, blow it up. All right, read it.
Palestine or Argentina.
See that? So, what people don't know is when European Jews were trying to migrate after the Second World War, they were planning to figure out where to go. Should they go to Palestine or should they go to Argentina? Go on.
Shall we choose Palestine or Argentina?
Mm-hmm.
We shall take what is given us and what is selected by Jewish public opinion.
Read.
The society will settle both these points. Argentina is one of the most fertile countries in the world.
One of the what?
Fertile countries.
One of the most fertile countries, go on.
In the world.
Mm-hmm.
Extends over a vast area,
mm-hmm.
has a sparse population and a mild climate.
Mm-hmm.
The Argentina Republic would derive considerable profits from the
cession
of a portion of its territory to us.
Of its territory to us. That's the Jewish people speaking. Go on.
The present infiltration.
The present infiltration of who?
Of the Jews.
Oh, I thought it was a conspiracy theory. Go on.
Has certainly produced some friction.
This is book from 1800s. Go on.
And it would be necessary to enlighten the Republic on the intrinsic difference of our new movement.
Go on.
Palestine is our ever memorable historic.
So, in the midst of all that, they said, you know what? Let's move to Palestine. That's how what's it called? Balfour Declaration, all of that came to fruition in 1948. So they chose to move to Palestine. All right?
But I want to touch something though. Go back to that top, because this is, if y'all aren't paying attention, this is the BS, right? The devil is always in the details. Shall we choose Palestine or Argentina? We shall take what is given us. Well, the Bible tells you exactly where your land is. So if it was ever any if there was ever any question, that means that the thought was already false. Because what they were saying at the time when they were, quote unquote, looking for a land like the Bible says that the Israelites would be doing, we're not letting anybody tell us what land we can have, and they would give us a fertile portion of land.
Absolutely.
No, the Most High God said that our land is Jerusalem, and from the Euphrates all the way to the river of Egypt, to the Mediterranean Sea, and all the way back across into Arabia. That's our land. So we wouldn't have to make no deals with nobody if God gave us the land.
Right.
And that's how you know that these are not the people.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what's so funny? The video we just played before break, it showed you that they tried to go beyond River Nile to take some part of Egypt.
Right.
And then the Egyptians, not Egyptians, the Arabs, they fought them and kicked them back over the other side of Nile.
Push them back, yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
They cannot stop coveting land. It's in their it's in their spirit.
Right.
It's not upright at all. All right, read.
Scroll back up.
Scroll back down. Read from Palestine.
The very name of
No, Palestine is our ever memorable.
Palestine is our ever memorable historic home. The very name of Palestine would attract our people with a force of marvelous potency.
Because they want to be in a place where it can attract other Jewish people to come.
Right.
The fake Jews, the European Caucasian who claim to be Jews.
Right.
That's what they started thinking about.
Right.
All right, go on.
Supposing His Majesty, the Sultan, were to give us Palestine.
The Sultan was a Palestinian. They were there before them.
Right.
The people they are killing today they've been there way before them. Supposing His Majesty, the Sultan, were to give us Palestine.
Right.
Sweet word. Go on.
The Sultan is an Arab.
Yes.
That's an Arab. So that means the Arabs were already there in the land.
Right. Right. Go on.
We could, in return, pledge ourselves to regulate the whole finances of Turkey. We should there form a portion of the rampart of Europe against Asia, an outpost of civilization as opposed to barbarism. The sanctuaries of Christendom would be safeguarded by assigning to them an territorial status, such as is well known to the law of nations. We should form a guard or honor about these sanctuaries, answering for the fulfillment of this duty with our existence.
None of them which they ever fulfilled. Go on.
This guard of honor would be great symbol.
Hold on. This guard of honor would be the great symbol of the solution of the Jewish question after 18 centuries of Jewish suffering.
See, after 18th century, you know, these Jewish people, they take what we suffered. Our forefathers suffered in what's it called again? Iberian Peninsula.
The Iberian
Peninsula during the what's it called?
Time of the Dark Ages.
Yeah, Dark Ages. The stuff that we suffered with this Spanish Inquisition, and they put themselves in that.
Right.
Saying it was them that suffered all that stuff.
Right.
When he said, literally told his Moors, is black Jew. These are black people.
Right.
No, it's them. They say it's us.
Right.
The hell is Lord have mercy. All right, so now you see what's going on. Finally, they find their way into Argentina today. They already got Palestine. They said Palestine or Argentina. So they finally chose to go with Palestine. But that's not enough.
Right.
Let's go ahead and take. I'm gonna tell you, everything they do is years of project. Just like they're doing with Somaliland right now. Somaliland was an 80 years project. 80 years project. They've been planning that for more than 80 years. Even with what they're doing with Iran today. The same thing, Iran, Iran, Syria, Lebanon, Gaza. It's been years and years upon years of planning.
Right.
All right. Drop that. Put number 9 on the screen. Put number 9 on the screen. Let's get a little bit more information. Play it.
Since the 6th of January, Argentina has been experiencing one of its largest forest fires to date. 2 Israeli IDF soldiers went to go visit Argentina, end up in a forest, starting a fire as a joke, and this was the result. Now, you'll see a lot of posts talking about how the police are in pursuit, how the government is upset about what took place. But let me tell you something. The government is probably in on it.
Hey, pause, because he's gonna show it. The president of Argentina converted to Judaism. To modern day Judaism. He is Netanyahu's little puppy.
Right.
He loves, he's obsessed with Netanyahu.
That's the Milei guy there.
Yeah, Milei.
Right?
Mhm. That's him. So all this stuff is happening in his country, and he doesn't care. He's talking about Iran. Just like Trump, we see what's going on in Minnesota, and he's talking about Iran. He's not even he's talking about protests in Iran, but there's protests in your backyard.
Right.
The hell is this? Everybody is just sucking up to these Jewish people of today. Like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
Swallow that.
Come on.
Over the last several years, Milei has passed policies that have stripped protections away from forests. Specifically, protections that would have disallowed the sale of any forest that was burned after a wildfire for 60 plus years. In that same time frame in 2023, Milei loosened up limits on foreign ownership of rural land, especially in the Patagonia and other strategic areas. And he specifically said it was to promote changes to the land and law and forest laws so that foreign private sectors can buy burned rural land and alter its productive use for far sooner than the previous 30 to 60 year limit.
So, pause it. So, if they burn the land, because he came out and passed a law, there's a video on it. He came out and passed a law December 9th, I think it was, and said, hey, if any land is burnt up, this, that, and
They can buy burned land.
Yes. The price is going to go down. People can buy, do this and that. And literally 4 weeks, January 9th, 4 weeks from that, that's when this happened.
Right.
Now, they're going to have to bring down the price of that land that was the Argentines, which is Israelites, our people, which they called their paradise. They went in there and burnt up all that land with dead animals and everything in there, burn everything up just so they can take it. And they're denying it. And the people who investigated the fire, they're finding what they call grenades with what they call Hebrew inscriptions in the grenades.
Yes.
All over the place.
Yes. Yes. So what's crazy is, you know, we talk always about the past shows.
Right.
So we did a show, and I cannot remember the title of it, but it was a Amalekite, which is what they call Jewish, for those of y'all that are first time watching. An Amalekite was moving into an apartment, and they had to make the apartment, they had to make it ready to live in. And they went in and were ironing. They had to pour hot water out of it. You remember that?
I remember that.
They had to take and pour hot water over the counters, and then he took an iron. So they literally have to burn their spaces. So the reason that they're burning this is the same thing.
Right.
This is how they prep land for themselves or prep spaces for their dwelling.
That's true. That's true. That's true. It ties up. Hey, keep playing. Keep playing.
And Milei was very clear already. This is a gift to land developers. And the area that you saw burned is one of the most beautiful areas in all of Argentina. The 2 Israelis responsible for this were able to get away. They're on the run. They haven't been caught. And they probably never will be caught because, let's be honest, Milei let them there to do a job. They weren't breaking the law. They were handling business. They were there. That was a work trip, is what I'm telling you. In this way, Milei gets to keep his hands clean so that he doesn't have to deal with the blowback he received when he sent troops into indigenous lands in these protected forests to get them out just several months ago. This way, it just all looks like an accident. And private developers can still make their money. And Israelis have a new vacation spot, just like Milei always wanted. Let's keep it real, Argentina.
That's him right there. Look at him. Look at him on the screen. That's Milei. This is him, right? This is him in Israel.
Dummy.
Look at him. When you see, I think you saw the video too. The video, he was on the wall, and when he got off the wall, he started crying and was hugging a man beside him. I'm like, this is, how the hell this guy became a president? How did that even happen? After mustering the courage to strike your pelvis on the wall. To poke and put holes on the wall.
What they call it, dabbing?
Yeah. Pa, 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 pa.
Right.
Go ahead.
When you saw your president touch this wall like this, and you thought that those Israelis were going to be held accountable for burning down your forests. Yeah, nah. Y'all can go ahead and throw that hope out the window.
Damn! Go ahead. What
That's
you
crazy.
said about L.A.
Hey, I thought that was Zamar at first too, bro.
You know what I thought about that too.
Hey, shout out Zamar. Shout out Officer Zamar.
OKC.
Yeah. No, but I was thinking about it. A thing that comes to mind. All of the fires that happened recently, California, when you look at that, you looked at, there was something just recently, and we could probably look it up, but there was something recently about who's buying all of that land that burned right there in the Pacific Palisades, and those high price areas of California that just burned. And Hawaii, when Hawaii burned a couple of years ago, the high price areas of Hawaii, these, I guarantee you, if you look, you're going to see the same, it's the same play.
You know what?
Come on.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, it's the same.
It makes so much sense. Hey, give me that Ezekiel 35, the one that we talked about. Ezekiel 35 verse 10, because this is the thing. They feel like they have a sense of ownership or entitlement to everything on earth because they put themselves under the umbrella of being the people of the land, but they are not. Before we read that, shout out to Yolanda Borgella. All praise for the super chat. Thank you. Appreciate you. All praise to the Father. Go ahead.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 10. Because thou hast said, these two nations.
These two nations is talking about the northern kingdom of Israel, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Go on.
And these two countries.
So, sorry, the first nation was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The other one was the rest of the 10 tribes. Then he said the two what? These two what?
And these two countries.
Which is America, which is North Central South America. North Central South America is the first one. And the other one is where they call the Middle East. And because they're trying to exert dominance in that area and push all the way towards Far East. So now you have the other Edomites running, that's the downward doctrine, and then you have Amalek, Jewish people running the other hemisphere. That's what they think they're going to establish.
Right.
This is war. Being in our land is not enough for them.
Right.
Stealing our land is not enough for them. Now they're going to have to expand like cancer.
The hell is this? Glad. Let them come over here because we know what's coming. Come on. Come on over here, man. Come on to the Western Hemisphere, man.
Go ahead.
Shall be mine.
Say what? That's what they say. Shall be mine. That's why they think they can come into Chile, because this happened in Chile also. They burnt up Chile, which is very close to Argentina.
Yes.
They burnt it up too, and they're trying to buy the lands over there now.
Yep.
They call themselves, those IDF soldiers, they call themselves backpack without borders, something like that. The people who set up the fire, that's what they call themselves.
Backpack without borders.
Yeah, backpack without borders. Go on.
And we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there.
All right. So, let's proceed. All right, so that's what's going on in the world today, Israel. That's what we need to watch, and we need to pray. We need to watch and pray. Be ready. Be ready, because these demons, the Lord is going to come to take them away, but we got to be ready ourselves by applying these laws. Hey, go down to that picture in 10b. 10b, he said, the one that has a picture of Theodor Herzl. Yeah, that one. Read it.
To create a Jewish state in America, preferably in Argentina.
See that? It said preferably in Argentina. Preferably. All of a sudden, the land that they wanted in Argentina for many years burnt up, and they don't know nothing about it. And they found bombs or grenades, I would say, with Hebrew inscription. And they found 2 Israeli young men in there, and people were telling them, don't go in there. And they still went in there. And no, it's not them. It's conspiracy theory. Really. Read.
The following action were undertaken. 1. Mass immigration of Jews to Argentina.
So, there's a mass immigration of Jews to Argentina. It's not a conspiracy theory. Go on.
2. Purchase of large tracts of land by the Jewish Company Association Colonization, which center in London. 3. Constitution of large public limited companies, such as Bimberg, Dreyfus, Dunge, and Bourne, etc., which currently own large extensions.
All right, which now takes us into number 12. Going to number 12, same thing they're doing in Argentina and Chile, Guess where else they're doing? Because was it late December, a news broke out. Breaking news. Israel recognizes Somaliland. And then they show a video.
That was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
They show a video of Netanyahu smiling and talking to the president of Somaliland. Because for those of you who don't know, Somaliland is in what they call Somalia. All right, they share the same territory, but Somalia does not have power over them. They have their own thing going on. But they have been coveting that land too. Read this.
The Harar Council
that's how we started, the Harar Council. Go on.
Was an organization formed during World War II by Jewish activists in the United States proposing the establishment of a Jewish autonomous province in the Harar region of Ethiopia. Combining parts of Ethiopia, Harar, with British Somaliland as a homeland for European Jews.
I say homeland for who?
European Jews after the Holocaust.
So it's not just only Argentina they wanted, or Palestine. They also wanted Somaliland.
Hold up.
And now they're coming back and saying they recognize Somaliland. Now you wonder why Somalians, at the same time, Somalians in America were being accused of fraud. Same time this was happening in Somaliland. You don't see any connection to that? Hold on. Somalians who are the majority in the territory, and Somaliland is within there at the Horn of Africa, you're on this side going against them with your propaganda in the news that they are fraud or stealing money, but on the other side, you're recognizing Somaliland. What are they trying to do? Separation.
Right.
Divide and conquer. Division. And it's been causing uproar in Somalia because they know what's about to go down, but the president of Somaliland, being clueless, do not know what the hell is going on.
Come on now, dog.
He don't know what's coming to them. Jump down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Read that. It was then stated.
It was stated then, this territory is large enough.
So Jewish people said, oh, Somaliland is large enough for us. Go on.
It would be easy to devote 60,000 to 70,000 square miles.
So they're going to come in your land and determine what amount of land they're going to need. Not the owners of the land will be like, oh, let's give you, no.
Right.
We want 60,000 to 70,000 square miles.
This is war.
And they wonder why people hate them, and they know they're evil as hell.
Yeah.
And they be like, why do people hate us? That's anti-Semitism, that's Jewish hatred. No, you're like the damn devil. You're like the worst of the heathen. Let's put it that way. But that's how the Bible put it. You are the worst of all Edomites, Caucasians. You are the worst. You're the evil as hell. You and your leader.
Yeah.
Go on.
It is inhabited by a small agricultural population who are not likely to cause difficulties. Nevertheless, it will be necessary to remember from the Palestine experience, namely...
Even necessary to remember from who?
From the Palestine experience.
Remember what happened to Palestine. Go on.
Namely, to prevent the territory from being overrun by people from other parts of Ethiopia and to keep out foreign agitators.
In this case, Jewish people. Remember what they did in UN petition of land. It was in 1946 or 49. I'm mixing NATO and all of that. But I know in 1948 they got the land. The petition, the UN petition. That's what they're talking about. All right? All of a sudden, they started agitating, and which led to, what that class bishop did, Nakba. I think it's 1967 or so. All right? Learn from what happened to other nations. That's why these other people are trying to kick Jewish people out. But Somaliland people, they don't know. They don't learn. Go on.
The climate on the plateau is absolutely healthy and suitable for Europeans.
That's what they're saying. Oh, this is suitable for us.
But you know what, though, officer? It's very convenient that it says suitable for Europeans. They're exposing exactly who they are.
Yeah,
Why would it not say suitable for the Jews? It says suitable for Europeans because you are of European descent.
Right.
Your father is Cain, a.k.a. Edom. Esau.
Right. Yeah.
Go on.
Those parts of the Somali coast which have a bad climate could be improved in measurable time by irrigation. Hence, it is suitable for mass immigration.
Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Let me see. All right, read that. In July 1910, I need to read it a little bit faster.
In July 1939, the British government proposed to the emperor of the Ethiopians that the port of Zillah and certain other parts of British Somaliland be ceded to him if he were to make concessions to Italy. Concession to Italy. It is therefore not impossible for the British government to cede large parts of British Somaliland with the port of Berbera to the European Jewish state we have in mind.
All right, let's drop the goat. It's a lot. Show the screenshot. The next one. Go to the next. So this is official declaration of the Republic of Somaliland on paper that they've been recognized, and they all happy. Finally, somebody recognizes us. And of everyone that recognizes you is the worst. The worst is the people who are bombing their neighbor. So what do y'all think is going to happen to yours? What do y'all think is going to happen to you? That's the president right there. Signed it. Abdelrahman Mohammed Abdullahi. He signed that stuff. All right. So guess what? They're going to come in now and set up their military base. They're going to come in and take, you know what they're saying? The lie they're pushing out is, oh, yeah, we want to move the remaining Palestinians into that space. That's the lie. That is the lie. But show the next stuff on there. All right. This is what they are planning. Y'all remember what happened last year when they were shooting at Yemen? Literally last year, they were shooting at the Yemenites in that land. So now, if they move to Somaliland, they're going to be close. What they call the Houthis, I think that's what they call the Houthis. Now they're going to be very close. Now they're going to be very close, and they're going to attack. Hey, I posted a video. To y'all. Y'all look at it, BT. Now they can be able to attack Yemen without any interruption because, hey, probably they got a little bit sense to realize, hey, if we keep shooting this stuff over Saudi Arabia to go to Yemen, we may mess around and shoot and cause problem in Mecca. Or Medina. They don't want that smoke. They do not want that smoke because, hey, I'm going to say this because we know the scripture about the dragons of Arabia. They're going to rise up. They're going to remember their nature. And they're trying to create this greater Israel. Jewish, y'all better be careful. You're going to mess around. It's going to happen. Be careful of these sensitive spots. Arab people have sensitive spots. You're going to mess around trying to move all the way into Arabia, Saudi Arabia, and all Iran, and you're going to mess around and hit, number one, Mecca. That's their number one most sensitive spot. Number two, Medina, where they buried their false prophet, Muhammad. Better be careful. Number three is in our land. As a matter of fact, in Jerusalem. That's what's it called? Al-Aqsa, whatever it's called. Al-Aqsa. Yeah, the mosque. You all better be careful. Those are their three most sensitive locations or spots. And they're talking about bombing it. Y'all can try, see what happens. And you're going to see that Saudi Arabia is not your friend. They're going to turn all these League of Arabian nations, and you're going to do something because that pride is in you. You're going to do something. You're going to do something that's going to unite all these people, and they're going to come against you. And another one, the last one is Egypt. That's their baby. Egypt is the baby of Arab nations. So now mess around. That's why America put Egypt under foreign. They sending the money the way they send to Israelis. They don't have to pay it back. Put the video up real quick. Video that I just sent. Put it up real quick. Play it. We're gonna play a little bit. We're not gonna play everything.
Of international law.
Go on. Why you? Come on, brothers.
Israel has just become the only country in the world to recognize Somaliland, which is a breakaway region from Somalia that declared its independence back in 1991. Israel is deliberately undermining Somalia's territorial integrity and deliberately escalating tensions in the Horn of Africa. It's no coincidence that Somalia has been a strong supporter of Palestinian rights.
Okay, stop. You see that? Somalia have a strong support to Palestinians. Now, I wonder why they set up the Palestinians in Minnesota. How would you have $9 billion in fraud and FBI, CIA, nobody know about it? And you in America, $9 billion.
Didn't they just do Doge?
Yes.
How did Elon Musk find all the little small stuff he found and made all of those cuts? But you didn't see the fraud going on in these places?
And it's not like it's $9,000 or $9. This is $9 billion.
Right.
Taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a setup, bro.
Yeah.
That's a setup. We're not believing that how the scripture said, the water, the frog out of the mouth of the dragon or the beast. Something in Revelation 13.
The 3 unclean frogs?
Yeah, the 3 unclean frogs. Now we are not buying into all that lies. We know lies when we see one. All right, keep going.
Diplomatic relations with Israel. So why is Israel doing this now? It wants access to the critical location along the Gulf of Aden, which is near major shipping lanes, the Red Sea, close to Yemen, close to Iran. It's an ideal foothold for Israel to conduct military surveillance and a base for potential attacks against Yemen's Houthi-led armed forces. Remember,
so see that? To control traffic, trading, and also military base to have a better military surveillance towards Iranians, the Houthis, shooting at the Houthis, the Yemenites. I'm telling you. And you have Somalians, not Somali, people from Somaliland happy that they were recognized. You want to bring out the scripture?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Have been directly supporting the Palestinians by blocking ships carrying weapons to Israel. But Israel has other motives as well. Israeli officials have discussed Somaliland as a potential destination for Palestinians forcibly displaced from Gaza.
That's a lie.
As Israel continues to make life in Gaza unlivable, restricting aid, blocking reconstruction materials, killing civilians, it is actively exploring ways to remove Palestinians from their homeland, including sending them to Somaliland. Somalia has called for an emergency UN Security Council meeting today, and the African Union, the Arab League, and a coalition of over 20 countries, mostly Middle Eastern and African, have already condemned the recognition as a violation of international law, a blow to Somalia's internationally recognized borders, and a destabilizing act in the Horn of Africa. And for Palestinians, it's yet another step towards ethnic cleansing. That's why the whole world should join together to condemn the latest Israeli violation of international law.
All right, that's it. That's what's going on. Amalek, Jewish evil people doing their evil stuff. And they can never help themselves. And what does that? What does that is what? They use your taxpayers' money to fulfill all this stuff. That's what they're doing.
Right.
That's what they're doing. All right, real quick. We have only short time. We have a very short time. Scroll down while we get that. Give me Leviticus 26. All this stuff is going to lead to the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the Battle of Armageddon. That's what it's called, right? Armageddon. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, God. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 40. Read that. All this stuff is because of the law of God has for us. The Lord is moving all this chess piece for our sake, the real 12 tribes of Israel. Read that.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 40. If they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers with their trespass which they have trespassed against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me, and that I also have walked contrary unto them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies. And if then their uncircumcised hearts be humbled, and they then accept of the punishment of their iniquity, then I will remember my covenant with Jacob, and also my covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember, and I will remember the land.
And what?
And I will remember the land.
The Lord said he will remember our land. Guess what? That's why you see everything popping up in the land right now. The Lord has remembered the land just for the sake of us keeping the commandments, all right, and us repenting. The Lord is preparing us to get back home. All this stuff is leading to World War III. All right. Read that on the screen real quick.
Trump's
as one devil is on the other side causing problem in the Eastern Hemisphere, which is Netanyahu, the other demon, which are the two witnesses, Edomite two witnesses. We have Paul, we have Elijah and Moses. They got Trump and Netanyahu. Yeah, so put it on the screen.
Trump's Greenland push escalates as GOP lawmaker moves to make it America's 51st state.
Go down, read that.
A House Republican is pushing for Greenland to become the country's 51st state as President Donald Trump publicly pushes for the Danish territory to come under U.S. rule.
Read that part where he say, I think. You see how he say under U.S. rule. Read that part. I think it is in the world's interest.
I think it is in the world's interest for the United States to exert sovereignty over Greenland. Fine told Fox News Digital in an interview.
And they always want to put the wall. Hey, we care about you. China and Russia, they're about to take over the land. If they take over that land, it will be bad for everybody.
Right.
But if we take it over, it will be good for everybody. That's a big lie. China and Russia have been there for a long time, and nothing still ever happened. Nothing have ever happened. All right. All this stuff is just conspiracy theory and lies. Go on.
But that goes back to that what we read earlier, that excerpt of the book where it said that Rome identified itself as the rightful sovereign ruler of the civilized world. That's the same thing that Americans do. We are the only ones justified to rule everyone's land and everyone's economy and all their people. Let no one else have their hands on it.
Yep. Yes. Hey, put the last stuff I just posted. I just tagged you to it. I didn't post it. I just tagged you to it. Play that. You'll see what's going on. So now NATO already gave them warning. Bishop brought it out. If they ever touch Greenland, they're going to withdraw. But they still fight to get it. And Greenland, again, I researched, has been many years of project.
Yes.
It was like, I can't remember. They have tried 2 times and they failed. This is the third time. That, I'm telling you. Go on.
The Jerusalem Post. China, Russia, Iran start BRICS plus naval exercises in South African waters.
So now you have BRICS plus. These countries that are in BRICS, they are now preparing for war.
Yes.
They are now preparing for war. They are training together against these 2 Satans.
Yep.
All right, they're preparing for war. Hey, and the scripture spoke about these 3 nations too in 2nd Ezra. Oh, they're preparing. They are not sleeping. They are not sleeping. Hey, you want to say something, officer?
No.
All right, play the last video now. That's it. Play this last video. I just tagged you to it. So we need to keep our eyes peeled, brothers and sisters. China, Russia, they are preparing. They're getting ready. They are getting ready. Play.
Russian cargo planes just landed in Iran, and you need to know what this is. But something important, at first, people didn't know what was in the cargo planes, which meant people were panicking. According to reports, people were genuinely worried that Russia was helping Iran prepare for an attack, possibly on Israel. But I will say, after a few hours of looking into it, people did eventually realize what was in the cargo planes, and I'll tell you, it's quite a big deal. Specifically, Russia has started the delivery of their best attack helicopters to Iran, the Mi-28s. In fact, to be fair, this was actually a scheduled delivery, but Russia kind of keeps deliveries like this secret so that they can't be intercepted. It's for security reasons. Russia actually has a long history of delivering weapons that countries buy in secret to make sure that nobody knows about it. A few months ago, though, Iran announced they had signed this deal with Russia to buy Russian fighter jets and Russia's attack helicopters. The only thing we didn't know is that when they were going to arrive, which explains why people were panicking about Russian cargo planes landing in Iran. But now we know. So, Iran has received Russia's best attack helicopters, the Mi-28. This comes after Iran bought Russia's best fighter jets as well. No one at all is covering this, so you can leave me a follow for the global news that no one else will cover.
All right. So you'll see that in secret, they're delivering the worst weapon against, no, not against, but to their fellow BRICS nation. That's what they're doing. That's why Israel didn't know in last year's summer, and they went to fight against Iran, and Iran blew up the Iron Dome. They did not know. They were not prepared for that.
Right.
Hey, read that scripture, last scripture real quick. Luke 21:36. Let's read that again. Look, brothers and sisters, we got to open our eyes. We got to open our eyes. Keep this commandment. Don't be scared. Do not be scared. The Lord is doing all this for the sake of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what you need to understand. Read that.
The book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always.
See that? Watch the news. Watch the radio shows. See what's going on in the world. Watch the bishops' classes. The deacons' class. They're touching on all these stuff. The captains are touching on all this stuff in radio shows. Watch and see what's going on. Amalek is like a filthy dog that's let out of the cage. He's just causing commotion all over the earth right now. And the Lord is doing it for a purpose. All right? Watch and pray ye always. Go on.
That ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things.
To escape all these things that's coming. Go on.
That shall come to pass. And to stand before the Son of Man.
So that we can be able to stand before the Lord when he returns. Because he's going to come. In the middle of that Third World War, he will make his great return. All right? So, brothers and sisters, that's all we have for you for today. All praise to the Father.
Hey, Shalom. We're seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Kindly spare a minute to provide feedback by answering 5 brief questions. And we got that. Y'all see we got that down in the lower left corner. The lower left corner. Donate, donate, donate. Subscribe and follow IUIC Dallas. Instagram at IUIC Dallas. Facebook at IUIC Dallas. TikTok at IUIC.Dallas. YouTube at IUIC Dallas. And you can donate directly to Dallas. Donate to IUIC.Dallas at IsraelUnite.org. Yep, donate. Lower third, right there, lower third. Right there. Scan the QR, all right? Hey, we appreciate y'all.
And you tuned into In the Scripts.
Reloaded.
City streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.